Hello and welcome back to Ultimate Marble Racing. We're here at race 3 on DK Mountain. So another returning map from the pre-season. I know quite a few people like this track. I think there's been a couple of small cosmetic changes to it. So I don't remember there being these sort of balls around the perimeter here. Or potentially the smoke in there. I think they may be new, but I could be wrong. Apart from that, I think the track is pretty much the same as it was before. So just a quick overview of it again. So you go up through this winding straight through the forest, round past these spinners, and into the cannon that will send you all the way up to the Angry Mountain. But in the chat, did bad in the pre-season, see if they can redeem themselves. Spinners seem new. I think the spinners were there before, or at least there was some sort of obstacle there. And then round the rocky mountain and down the side over these jumps. Through a few more obstacles on the way down. Into these, I think I called these coconuts before, but I think after seeing some of the chat around it, I think they're meant to be just like boulders. I thought they looked like coconuts because it's a very sort of foresty, tropical area. I think they're meant to be like rocks, like falling rocks. So round these rocks, and then here is the secret booster. Oh, in the real track there are boulders rolling down they have to avoid. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. So they're boulders, I remember that. So then here we have that booster that Budo did very well to use to get this shortcut repeatedly in the pre-season. So we'll see if there's any repeat of that, any more drama. If not, then you're sent all the way around here. Go in the long route. And then down the final straight across the bridge. Across the river. Back down to the start line. So nothing much has changed with the track itself. I don't think anything needs to change, to be honest. It's a very good track. And you can tell a lot of work's gone into this. Looks very good. And makes some interesting races. So let's get everyone in. So the grid has been reversed from the results of the last race. So TJ will be starting on the top spot. So you go back so you can see all the places. And of course we have a new follower, Pesky Bird, who I shouted out in the track showcase. So again, thank you so much for the follow. Starting at the back for this race. Gonna need tracks with 3 starting pieces soon. Oh, I don't know about that. We're definitely going to need 2 because we have now filled up the single ones. So with if we get another follower, I'm going to have to start editing some of these tracks just to replace one of the tiles with another starting tile. So that could be interesting. Or we may end up losing some tracks that's not possible for in future seasons. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So let's get started with the race. So lights count down. And it's green and off they go. So heading up the first booster, up into the spinners. Quite a bit of fighting going on here, but it looks like Crimson is going to come out on top. No, losing. Blur flying through. Magic just behind Skyline in 3rd, then School of Thugs. Magic getting a bad bounce there as we watch them go down. The jumps were not getting a good launch there, means School of Thugs will take the lead. Crimson also gaining a position, but bad bounce on the corner means, I was going to say Boer was going to reclaim second, but James has come through to take that. Crimson very close behind Boer here. So they come down to the boulders. Crimson with the worst bounce there. But if I remember correctly, Boer got stuck on one of these boulders in the pre-season. School of Thugs with a shortcut, James with the shortcut. Boer is going to go with the inside line and avoid it. So straight away, we've already got a few people on the shortcut. Very different to the pre-season. Crimson and Jake jumping into it. Side effect, Space Egg, Shady. Shady bouncing backwards though. I think Logan will go in. Yep, Shax, Cheese, and Budo avoiding it. To then have Wood at the back. So School of Thugs crossing the line in first, James in second, Jake in third. Crimson fourth, Side Effects fifth. So a good few position changes there. Quite a few people taking that shortcut, learning from Budo in the pre-season. Let's see what happens this lap. So as we follow everyone up. So we've already got Jake and James coming down side by side here. Let's track them for a little bit. They both have a bad bounce, but Jake's going to get the better rundown. This has allowed School of Thugs to gain some time. But with a rough bounce there, not going to be able to get past James. Coming down to the boulders, Jake with a bump. School of Thugs pushing James. They're all neck and neck here for the top spot. School of Thugs getting blocked on the inside by Jake, but is going to get past James. All three of them hitting the pin. Jake's going to launch in. Well, that hasn't been seen before. So Jake went for the shortcut, but School of Thugs blocking that way through, causing School of Thugs to actually get hit into the shortcut themselves and take that top spot. With James in second. It looks like Just in Time has managed to get the shortcut as well, getting in front of Jake. Then we've got Stormy just behind. Head back and see if anyone else is going to get lucky. It looks like Pesky Bird is going to get in. Minnie is going to get in as well. So we've got Wood and TJ at the back avoiding that shortcut. And Diamond Swords is actually off the track here. Over under this leaf by the looks of things. I'm not sure when that happened or where that happened. I'm assuming it was a bad bounce off this corner here. So as we head back to our front runners, School of Thugs already coming down the mountain with James not too far behind. Then there's quite a bit of a gap back to Jake, followed by Shona. They've got Stormy and Just in Time fighting for position. Looks like Just in Time's going to get a good run, but hit the triangle, meaning Stormy will take that position back. They've got Shax and Crimson gaining very quick. Shona getting slowed down quite a bit there, meaning Akane is going to take the inside route, but isn't quite going to get all the positions. Still trying to squeeze their way through, getting past Shax. They've got Shona and Just in Time. They've got Side Effects, Boer, Pesky Bird, Budo, Stanky, Alice, Cheese, Carol, T-Dub, Minnie cutting through to get a few positions there. Space Comet, Mario, Space Egg, Demon, Andrew, Shady, Logan, Skyline, and Magic all grouped up together. So it looks like Mario is going to get the shortcut, T-Dub's going to get the shortcut, Shady is going to get the shortcut. Side Effects giving Shady a bump there, but Shady will squeeze her way back through. Towards the back we have Nick, Barto, Wood, Muffin and Ryder, then TJ way at the back. So as we head up to the front, see what's happening here is Just in Time has got the fastest lap, currently in 10th. Jake is a bit of a gap behind in third. It looks like there's a battle going on between James and School of Thugs as they go down the side of the mountain here. School of Thugs is going to get the inside line. But a bad bounce there means James is going to squeeze through with a bit of contact. It's quite close at the top here. And we're not even halfway through. So as we come around to the shortcut area, James almost trying to sneak in there, but getting a bad bounce. School of Thugs hitting the pin, meaning Jake is going to make some time up. Jake potentially looking for the shortcut, but no, going too wide to get that entry. So look a bit further back, I've got Stormy and Crimson both avoiding the shortcut. Akane doing the same. Mario and Side Effect side by side. Mario's going to jump into the shortcut, bumping them up from 8th to 4th, just in front of Stormy and Crimson. SpaceX going to get the shortcut as well. Andrew narrowly missing it. Skyline's going to get it. Nick just missing on it. Barto's going to leap in, nearly hitting Muffin. Space Comet also getting the shortcut there. Looks like Ryder's in good position for it. Yes, jumping in front of Boer. So go back, it looks like Kutsi has got stuck on the boulder that Boer got stuck on by the looks of things from the pre-season. So that is looking like it may be a DNF for Kutsi unless they can get knocked free by any of the back runners. Meanwhile, we've got some trouble in the pipe here, but Shady helping out, giving a bit of a boost, but giving time for Stanky to come flying through. Looked like Jake was having some trouble there, as we've got a battle going on here by Stormy, Crimson and Mario. Very close between them. So Kutsi not being freed yet. So they've now been lapped. Anyone going to get the bump on them? Everyone avoiding them at the moment. So you head down to focus on the shortcut, see if anyone's going to jump some positions here. Stormy getting an interesting stop there. And then Crimson's going to come past. What has gone on up here? Looks like Space Comet has got themselves stuck. They're stuck on the inside of this area, just not getting enough speed to get up the hill. That is definitely a bad spot. But Mini is way off. I don't know what's happened there, but Mini has somehow left the track. That is going to be a DNF for Mini. As I just see Stormy fly past Crimson there. Kutsi flying past Stanky. So much to focus on this track, especially as everyone separates out. So much can happen, and with us having quite a few more races from the pre-season, there's so much more to try and keep an eye on. So James currently holding the lead, TJ being a lap behind, so there's a big gap back to School of Thugs in second. It looks like Carol has made some gains, almost getting past Jake there, but getting held up. Mario is going to try and squeeze past, but not going to make it stick. James going the outside route. Can anyone here get that shortcut to try and steal that top spot? It doesn't look like it. It looks like James is just making more and more time every lap. So School of Thugs and Jake going around the outside. It looks like no one is hitting this shortcut this time around. Kutsi getting held up for a while there. So we'll watch this area fit a bit to see. It looks like Alice is going to get it. Ryder's going to get it. Skyline got it. Also pushing Stanky down. That looked like. So a few position gains there. Side Effects just going around the outside of it. Wood going down the inside lane. Boer, after a very strong start, is now back here out of the top 20. As we just see Pesky Bird get through the shortcut. And Magic also going to get it, but a big bounce colliding with Logan, meaning Cheese will get the inside lane there. And we've already got the front runners coming back around. It looks like a lot of this is going to be watching the shortcut area. As much as there is some battling going on everywhere else, this shortcut is the key area for people to make positions. So Boer saying, way to rub it in. Yeah. Looks like School of Thugs is actually going to get a shortcut here, trying to jump in front of James, but it's not enough. But it does mean a bit of gain on time. So they are a bit closer this lap. Yeah, if you drop that many positions that quickly, I think it deserves to be pointed out. I'm sure if I miss it, someone in the chat will let me know. So Alice, Shady, and Just in Time getting the shortcut there, but Alice making a mess of it. But still gaining a few positions. Then we've got Cutsy, Shona, we've got Shax, Muffin getting the shortcut, Nick getting the shortcut, but not a good bounce. Colliding with Barto and Pesky Bird. Demon getting the shortcut. And Boer just slowly falling. So we head up. It looks like we've had a runoff here. Mario is off the track and in the dirt. So that will be a DNF for Mario. Space Comet, unfortunately, is not getting freed from that spot. That is a really bad spot to be in. That is also going to be a DNF. So School of Thugs has actually taken the top spot here. Alice in third. Just in Time now in third. They're fighting up there. So now it's getting a shortcut there. So we'll go back and look at some of these runners here. So Just in Time, Alice and Shady all very close together. Jake dropping a few positions on that lap. So it looks like everyone's very grouped up here in the middle of the pack. So Just in Time, Shady, Alice and Skyline all avoiding the shortcut. Jake is going to get the shortcut to try and get his spot back, blocking out Shady, giving Alice some time to gain a position, which they do. They get past Shady. Very good use of that momentum. Jake's now going to try and take on Just in Time, but I don't think they're going to be carrying enough speed. No, it looks like they've hit the back of them. So we'll follow this battle for a bit. A big bounce there. Jake does get past Just in Time. Alice may do the same. No, hitting them. Jake with a bad bounce, meaning it's Just in Time and Alice. Shady's also going to come through. So they are side by side now. Shady with a bad hit there. Alice Just in Time taking that spot again. So quite a big battle going on here. We're going to follow this up to the mountain. So also Just in Time's losing a lot of speed. So Shady's going to come through. Alice currently holding the third position. So he dropped down Shady just behind. So they head down. Good run by both of them there. Cutsy is just behind. So Alice getting the better run through there. Shady gets blocked. So Cutsy is going to come through, take the inside line. Jake just behind. Then we have Skyline, Just in Time, and Nick. And also Pesky Bird coming through. So further up ahead, we still have School of Thugs in the lead and James. And Budo is in trouble. On the track they did so well in the pre-season, they have managed to get lodged behind one of the obstacles. So that could be race over for Budo. So meanwhile, back up here, looks like Cheese is getting some positions. Demon just jumping into the shortcut there. Though Cheese is actually a lap down by the looks of things, not being on the leaderboard, but it's causing some trouble for Demon, blocking them out. Demon's going to have to try and pass Cheese here before Alice can gain more time. Oh, a bad bounce though. Cheese is causing some trouble for everyone up at the front. Budo has been set free, but will also be a lap down. As we now have Cutsy coming through. TJ also a lap down. So the back runners right now are causing some trouble for the people up in front. Alice with a bad bounce through the pipe means Demon is going to get through. So Demon is now in third. Big roll around the mountain getting past Cheese. Oh, but unfortunately a bad hit there. Demon just needs to try and clear past Cheese. and then they won't have to worry about any more back runners in their way as they do. So I think I just saw James take the shortcut there, getting past School of Thugs. So James will be taking first again, School of Thugs second, Demon in third. Alice has got some trouble here with Budo, but getting past. Skyline also has to get through. So Alice and Skyline are going to have to try and get past some of these back runners that will be causing some trouble. Cheese taking the shortcut, so that means... Oh, so does Alice. Alice actually cutting through. But that does mean Cheese is going to be in the way again at the start of this lap, as we are coming towards the end of the race. Lap 11 out of 12. So Alice taking the third place now. Demon in fourth. Alice getting past Cheese, so Cheese could cause some trouble for Demon. They've got Shona making it through. Jake is going to have a tough time getting past these three back runners. They could really cause some time loss. And that could allow Shady, Skyline, Nick and Pesky Bird to gain. So you take a look at the positions further back. We've got Stanky and Muffin having a battle there. Then Ryder, we've got Stormy. No one taking the shortcut here, so it's Crimson, Blur, Wood, Logan, Side Effects, Space Egg, Magic getting the shortcut there, but not managing to get in front of Barto or Side Effects. Andrew, Space Comet, Creeper Carol, and then here comes our leader, James. So Cheese is there, Budo's there, Skyline is now taking third. What has happened to Alice? Alice has dropped to 17th. It looks like Alice got into some trouble on the spinners back here while we were watching the rest of the pack. This always seems to happen. I take my eyes off them for a second and suddenly there's something going on. So Alice has dropped all the way down as we're just going on to the final lap, which means Skyline is now third, Jake is fourth, Akane fifth, Shady's sixth and Shaq seventh. Akane getting the shortcut, TJ unfortunately a lap down but getting through the shortcut. So Skyline's going to lose that position there. Shaq's getting a bit stuck for a second. Demon blocking out Pesky, but Shaq's getting the shortcut, but not enough to get past Shady. Stanky is stuck on the pin, but Ryder's probably going to set them free here. Yes, they do. Neither of them getting the shortcut though. It looks like Ryder is going to take the inside line from Stanky there, just in time, getting past Muffin. Boy and Space Egg side by side, trying to gain time on Crimson. Then we've got Stormy, Logan, Barto, and Alice. Alice taking the shortcut to try and gain some places back, as Alice is now in 20th, only just in the points. Magic Monkey, Andrew are both going to drop down as well. Boy taking the inside line on Space Egg. Just in time, still holding the fastest lap. A Space Comet with a bad bounce there. Means Wood and Side Effects will hold their position. So here comes James in the lead on our final lap. So it doesn't even look like School of Thugs would be able to do anything here, even if they got the shortcut. So it looks like James is going to be securing the win on DK Mountain. As they head down across the bridge, going down towards the finish line. And that is a win for James. So let's see if anything is happening back here. No one getting the shortcut here. That would have been enough for someone to potentially steal one of the top 3 spots. But no chance. So there is a battle going on here though. School of Thugs and Akane side by side. It's going to be a drag race down to the finish. School of Thugs just blocking them out and taking that second place. There's also a battle for 4th here, but it looks like Shax is getting the better run over Skyline. And Shax will take 4th, Skyline in 5th. Then we have Jake, Shady. Unfortunately, TJ is a lap behind. T-Dub also a lap behind, so Muffin will take that spot in 8th, Pesky Bird in 9th. Not bad for their first race. Just in time with the fastest lap, taking 10th. Demon 11th, Shona 12th. Boer coming through with 13th. Ryder 14th, Alice. No, Ryder is also a lap behind, so Alice 14th, dropping quite a few positions after doing so well. Logan 15th, Cosmic 16th. King Barto 17th, Stormy 18th, Spacer coming through at 19th, and Stanky taking 20th. So that is everyone in the points. That will be our top 20 results here. As we will now wait and watch as everyone else comes through the finish line, and we wait for the final results to come through. So I'll have a quick look at the chat while this is going on. Bido still has another lap. Yep, Bido is a lap behind. Quite a few people are a lap behind here actually. I think this was maybe not as controversial as the pre-season race here, but definitely just as dramatic. We had a lot going on. We're happy with 13th. Gained a few positions in the last few laps. Yeah, you did quite well towards the end, started pulling it back, so at least you got some points, good points. Alice 14th is a lot better than they've done in the past. Yeah, and unfortunately you just dropped down in the last couple of laps. You seem to lose all that momentum. But same can be said for Boer, with a very strong start and then just losing it. But it's how it goes. Sometimes you start strong and you just lose all of that energy into the final laps, especially on a 12-lap race. Barto 17th, get on the board finally. So yes, points matter. Even if it's a few points, every point counts. So securing that top 20 is always good. So as we're just waiting for the back runners to come through, again we have a 60-second DNF countdown timer. So while this is happening, I will start to input the results to hopefully save a bit of time. Sure, I'll find a quicker way of doing this at some point. Or maybe I'll just get someone else to do it. I'll get some Twitch mods or something to run my scoring sheet, so by the time everyone's come through I can just view it and everything's there. That'd be useful. Save a little bit of waiting time. Especially as this list is getting bigger and bigger as more people are joining. So it's taken a while for these last few to come through. I guess that's because they're still triggering the times. They're probably a lap or two potentially behind. Just seeing Bido coming through again. Surely they're finished now. I'll have to speed up the timer over here just to get things through a bit quicker. As with the slowed down time, 60 seconds is a lot longer. So Boer saying use AI to read results from screen and input into Excel. If I knew how to do that, that would be amazing. If anyone can actually inform me on how to do that, that'd be great. Wood not even on the board again, unfortunately not. Quite a bad race this time around. Marble Cam, yeah, usually do Marble Cam once everyone finishes, but it seems to be taking a while, so you know what, we'll jump into Marble Cam now. So we can watch James going around. Alice saying how many races we at for the season. We're at 36, which is actually a full grid for a single grid piece. So any more followers and we'll have to do tracks that either have 2 grid tiles, or I'm going to have to add an extra grid tile where possible to ones that only have 1. So yeah, amazing. I can't believe we're at a full grid already. Just in season 1. It's been, the support's been great. So thank you all so much for that. I've said this before, but yeah, it's great. Was not expecting this to be have so much support on it and grow quite so quick. That's been surprising. So yeah, thanks to everyone for that. Barto, could you upload a marble race point score Excel spreadsheet template? Yes, I probably could. I assume you'd be wanting to use it for your own use potentially. So yeah, I could probably share a blank version of it. Automating it a bit better. Yeah, I would love a better way to automate it. I don't know what's going on with this race, why it's not finishing. I might have to do a forced finish in a minute. So I'll finish off inputting these results while everyone's going round, and if it hasn't finished by the time I've done these top 20, then I'll force the finish. Oh, and just as I say that, we finally get the results come in. That was a very long 60 seconds. So yeah, Space Comet actually managing to finish. That was probably why it was taking so long. They were a good 3 minutes 50 or 3 minutes 49 behind, and then we have DNFs for Nick, Mario Mini and Diamond Sword. These are the standings now. So James holding that top spot with 60 points. Demon in second with 52 and Carol in third with 43. Then we have Shax, Cosmic, Shady, Diamond Sword, Stormy, Cheese and School of Thugs to make up the top 10. School of Thugs and Wood actually tied for that 10th spot. Then Akane, Mini, Stanky, Jake, Just in Time, Shona, Boer, Nick, Cutsy, Skyline, T-Dub, Muffin, Alice and Pesky Bird making up the top 25. Pesky Bird, of course, being this is their debut season race. They're already into the top 25, already getting points. So Just in Time, that fastest lap point actually managed to get them into the tied 15th spot. Otherwise they would have been in 17th with 20 points. So that fastest lap point coming in handy there. So a good race as always on DK Mountain. And as you can see on the left, next up is Sewer Speedway. And for those who saw the pre-season know what's coming. So Sewer Speedway, being one of our normal races, because we have introduced elimination races into this season for ones that tend to get rid of 50% or more. However, in my multiple rounds of testing, Sewer Speedway did not achieve a 50% DNF rate, interestingly, even though we had such a high DNF rate in the pre-season. I don't know if there's been changes, or if that's just we had a very dramatic pre-season race. So it will be a normal race, so any DNFs within the points will not receive any points if that happens. So, Sewer Speedway race, the stream is going to be tonight at midnight on GMT UK time. So for those who can make it, you've got that to look forward to. I'm sure a lot of you are dreading that track after the pre-season, but it's going to be asleep. It's unfortunate you have to watch it back afterwards, because I'm sure it's going to be one that you won't want to miss. I'm sure it's going to be filled with a lot of drama. But that is it for this race and this stream. So if you are watching on Twitch, make sure you go and check out the YouTube channel. Go subscribe over there. Maybe we'll try and push to 100. Drop a like on the video as well over there. That'll help out. But saying thanks again was fun. It was a fun race, and thank you for being here to watch it. Barto's going to be at school. That's a shame. You have to watch it back as well. Hopefully someone will be able to make it to the stream. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you head over to the Twitch, give us a follow. You can join in with the live chat and also have your own marble in the races. Cheese is usually up. Yeah, Cheese is usually up for the midnight ones, but I don't think I've seen him in the last couple of streams. Durfee's been a bit busy, so we'll see. I'm sure Cheese won't want to miss the Sewer Speedway track. And of course, we do now have an Instagram and a TikTok. And that is starting to be a bit more active, you know, spread the social media. And I actually think Pesky Bird said to me that they found me through Instagram, so it's clearly working. So yeah, you can go check those out as well. Check out all the socials. And if you're not already in the Discord, which I think everyone in this chat currently is, but of course if anyone watching isn't, it's always in the link in the description of the YouTube videos. Make sure you head over there. A lot of race discussions and chat going on there, and you can get yourself into a team and get a skin. But that is it for today's, well, say today's stream, for the first stream of today. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.